Today's quote is, "Gas prices have been so high that I went to a car dealership and test drove 3 cars just to run my errands." Follow me on more money-saving tips. Today we honor the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary, September 8th, the birthday of Our Lady. What a beautiful feast day this is in our Catholic faith. And the birth of Our Lady has sometimes been called the dawn of our salvation or the daybreak of our salvation. Our salvation is Jesus Christ. Our salvation is the saving work of Jesus Christ, but the birth of his mother was the dawn of our salvation, the daybreak of our salvation. One of the most beautiful prayers, I believe, written in the 20th century was written by servant of God Frank Duff, the founder of the Legion of Mary. It's found in the Legion of Mary handbook. It's called a Marian synthesis, which really in a few paragraphs describes the role of Mary in God's plan for our salvation and how God made her indispensable in the life of Christ, in the life of the church, and in our life as well. And the prayer says, it's a prayer to our Blessed Mother, directed to her. It says, "Mary, we realize the immensity of our obligation to you. You gave us Jesus, who is the source of all our good. But for you, we would still be in the darkness of the lost world, still under the ancient sentence of death. From that extreme of misery, divine providence willed to rescue us. It was pleased to utilize you in that merciful design, assigning to a part which could not be more noble. Though utterly dependent on the Redeemer, you were decreed his helpmate, brought as near to him as a creature could be, made indispensable to him. From all eternity, you were with him in the intention of the most holy Trinity, sharing his destiny, proclaimed with him in the original prophecy of the woman of whom he would be born, joined with him in the prayers of those who awaited his coming, made one with him in grace by the Immaculate Conception, which wondrously redeemed you, united to him in all the mysteries of his earthly career, from the angel's message to the cross, established in glory with him by your assumption, seated beside him on his throne, and administering with him the realm of grace. Of all mankind, you alone were pure enough and strong enough in faith and spirit to become the new Eve, who with the new Adam would reverse the fall. Your prayer, already full of the Holy Spirit, drew Jesus down to earth. Your will and flesh conceived him. Your milk nourished him. Your surpassing love enveloped him and enabled him to grow in age and strength and wisdom. In a real way, you molded him who had made you. Then, when the hour ordained for the offering was come, you freely gave the divine Lamb to his mission and to his sacrificial death on Calvary, enduring with him a plenitude of suffering like unto his own, such that you would have died along with him at the cross, but that you were detained to nurse the infant church. Having thus been his inseparable helper throughout the accomplishing of redemption, you have been no less with him, no necessary to him in the Christian dispensation of grace. Your maternity expanded to receive all those for whom he died. You mother mankind as you mothered him, because we are in him. Each soul remains committed to your patient care until at last you give it birth to life eternal. As it was willed for the completeness of the plan of salvation that you should be instrumental in every part of it, so was it required that you be included in our devotion and veneration. We must appreciate what you have done, and through our faith, our love, our service, attempt an adequate acknowledgement. Having thus declared the vast extent and sweetness of our debt to you, Our Lady, what more is there to say but to repeat with all our hearts, we are all yours, our Queen, our Mother, and all that we have is yours.